Assalamu alaikum, this is Huma Islam. We're going to discuss Hadith number 17 from O Levels Islamia 2058, and it's from P2. Hadith number 17 is based on individual conduct. In other words, how an individual Muslim should conduct himself in society. We'll go to the Hadith. I hope it's visible for you. Al-Haya la ya'ti illa bi khair. Modesty produces nothing but good. Now, teachings within the Hadith, your A part of question 1 asks you to describe the teachings within the Hadith. This is my, my try to answer the question. Understanding this Hadith is impossible without understanding the meaning of Haya. It is that inequality. What is Haya? Haya is that inequality that stops one from doing anything bad. So haya is that feeling from inside that stops you from doing anything bad. Haya covers vast habits, i.e. proudness, boasting, sinning, like bad habits. Anything bad? What do I mean by anything bad? Like being proud or boasting, sinning, disrespecting, lying, vulgarity, obscenity, immorality. So that feeling or that inner quality that stops you from being proud, that stops you from boasting, that stops you from sinning, that stops you from disrespecting, that stops you from lying, that stops you from vulgarity, that stops you from obscenity, that stops you from immorality. That is basically haya. The quality of haya will stop one from doing anything of the above. Hadith. Every religion has a distinctive quality, and the distinctive quality of Islam is haya. This is hadith. This is a supporting hadith that you can add to your work. Modesty keeps one humble towards others. One abstaining from sinning, arrogance, or any vice will turn one's surrounding into bliss. Naturally, if you are acting modest, in which you are not sinning and you are not being arrogant or no ill vices in you, then naturally your surrounding will end up being bliss for everyone, for yourself and for everybody around you. Another aspect of modesty is one's dress and character. The way you dress and your character is also a part of modesty. It's one aspect of modesty. Muslims are ordered to be modest in their dress and lower their gaze. Women are ordered to cover up, and the men are also ordered to lower their gaze. In other words, don't look up at women, and even women don't stare, don't give the boys the looks, or don't stare at boys. Every generation has faced problems based on modesty. Every single generation. No matter if it was the Prophet's time, the dress of the ladies and, issues based on modesty were always prevalent. Even today, if modesty is adopted as a key trait, our society will be saved from many ills. If we adopt this characteristic within us, we will be saved from many ills. Teachings into action. Muslims should never let this quality leave from within. The feeling of not doing bad, we should never let it go away from us. Once haya, modesty, leaves, one commits all evils with no remorse. Once haya leaves your body, once modesty leaves your body, then you will continue to commit evil, anything bad, with no remorse, with no regret. We should keep listening to the inner voice that stops one from doing bad. It's called nafs lawama, in fact. The inner voice that keeps on telling you not to do bad, that's nafs lawama. One should not lure others to immodesty, or they will be responsible for the punishment. Suppose you're immodest and then you lure other people towards immodesty too. Maybe talking, maybe you're sending text messages, or you're sending posts that are immodest to your friends. Then you'll not just be responsible for the own sin that you are committing, you'll also be responsible for the sin that the other person is going to be committing just because of your sending something. Individually, one must check one's language, character, and attire and remove any defect from it. As a Muslim, remember, women should cover their heads. It's a farz. And their arms should be covered up till the wrist, and their legs should be covered up till the ankles, and including the ankle bone. So make sure that your attire is full. Make sure your character is pure. I mean, the concept of boyfriend and girlfriend does not exist in Islam. The illicit chatting that goes on, or the foul language that one uses, this is not allowed, and these are all considered immodest. Islamic governments should crack down on illegal activities in the society. For example, it's their duty to make a modest society also. So they should crack down on gambling, drinking, illegal relations between opposite genders. They should crack down on things, because today, and even in Pakistan, you will see nightclubs also where illegal activities between opposite genders are going on, and the government also knows about it. Drugs, even where we live, right outside on the GT road, there are so many people who are doing drugs, and they are so visibly doing drugs, and the government does nothing about it. Drugs and alcohol are one of the main causes of immodesty in our society. The Anti-Narcotics Force, ANF, should step up their law enforcement and deal with it. Friends, classmates, if they observe their peers indulging in wrong practices, should inform the school administration. Like if your peers and your classmates are doing something wrong, then because it will create an immodest environment, then remember you must complain to administration. Counseling sessions is very important, should be conducted to groom the young generation. They should go through counseling, and so that psychologists, school psychologists should deal with them, so that they can stay away from these external pressures and the pressure to look cool. We should try to adopt modest behavior. I hope that's sufficient, and thank you from Home Islam.